I'm Crossen, and I am here playing at my desk today with my Glimmer mists, and I've been playing all morning, and you can see I'm a mess, but that's okay, because I love being a mess, and I love playing with my Glimmer mists, because they are a quick way to get color and easy to use. So today, I have a couple of tips and tricks for you. One, don't overspray the product. You only need a little bit of it, and it will do amazing things. So on this wooden block, I sprayed using a stencil, and I sprayed too much on this side, and so my stencil didn't show up crisp and clear. This was probably about 6 or 7 pumps of the spray, which is way too much. So I did the same thing on the other side, and I only used 2, maybe a 3rd spray, and you can see that it kept my stencil image crisp and clear. So tip number 1, don't overspray. Tip number 2, dry it before you move it, because Glimmer mist is liquid. So when you move it, if it's not dry, it's gonna move and it's gonna get drippy. And believe me, I love drippies. Drippies are great. Not when I want a good, crisp stencil. So this one, not only did I overspray, but I moved it, so it moved as well. So what I suggest is make sure before you move it that you use your heat gun on it really fast and dry the Glimmer mist before you move it so that it doesn't move on you. That's tip number 2. Tip number 3 is spray it on things that you might not use again. So I went into my closet this morning and pulled out a bunch of stuff that I haven't used in forever, and I don't know when I'll use it again. Of course, I'm going to keep it because I keep everything in my closet. But for instance, I grabbed these stickers out, and I haven't used stickers on a mixed media project in a really long time. So I took them out and I stuck them down onto some plain paper, and I sprayed twice. Once with this apricot color and once with teal, and I made the stickers look amazing. They're so much better than plain white. They're kind of glimmery, and this paper actually looks really good with just 2 sprays. So pull out something that you normally wouldn't use and try and spray Glimmer mist on it and see if it alters it in a way that you like it. Stickers worked great. And my little trick that goes with that is I like to use Glimmer mist for the splatter effect as well. So I sprayed once with the orange, I sprayed with a teal, and then I took it out the lid and I just tap on the nozzle part, and it makes these fantastic splatters on your page. And I am really into that splattery look, so very easy to use the Glimmer mists to make splatters. Number 5, too much spray. Like I said, if you use too much spray, don't worry, it's okay. It'll look really cool, I promise, in the end. So my tip when you use too much is to dry it really fast, and then it can look like a happy mistake. So I was using this paper. It's dictionary paper from a really old dictionary, so it's thin, and I sprayed the Glimmer mist on, and I used too much, and I was using that stencil again, and it turned out really neat anyway because I dried it really fast where it was, so it looks kind of like a watercolor effect, and you can also see where the stencil worked really well. So this piece looks like it has a couple of layers, the watercolor and the stencil look. So keep it. Even if you overspray it, it's not that bad. Dry it fast, and it'll look, you can just use it as a happy mistake. So tip number 5, spray, spray, spray. Spray on what you want. So I took this material, just plain white material, what has a little bit of a design on it, and I sprayed it with the blue Glimmer mist. Very easy to do. And then I've got this blue fabric that I can use. So you could use any color on here on a white fabric and make, you know, some fabric. You can make bows with it. If you were looking for a specific color, it's super easy to spray on the fabric. I took it one step further, and I used some matte medium. You could use gel medium, matte medium, gel. I put it on a credit card or a gift card, and I spread a really thin layer on the material, and I dry it. And after I dry it, you can use that fabric. It will hold its shape really well because of that matte medium on there, and it can go right over the Glimmer mist as long as you have like a solid color. Now if you wanted to use a couple of different colors, I highly suggest spraying a workable fixative over your Glimmer mist because it will keep it in place. Otherwise, it can smear because it's a liquid and the water can reactivate it. So make sure you spray a fixative on it if you don't want it to move. Or you can use a matte medium or a gel medium will also fix it in place. So the fact that I have this covered with a gel medium, I can now write on it, I could stamp on it, I could put water on it, and it will stay there on the material. So not only can I now get it to hold its shape, but I can also work on top of it. So what you can do with fabric, though, that's great, is you can rip it and make thin strips so that you can kind of mold it and make kind of a ribbon with just the material and on your projects. So there you go, that's fabric. Then I also love this cute little, look at this little cute guy. My nails are a mess because of the gel medium today, but this cute little canvas, it's cotton duck. The great thing about cotton duck without gesso is that it will stick right in. So I sprayed on this little guy and look how good that stencil stayed. It just soaked right into the cotton duck. And that's a really cute little canvas right here. And my final tip is that I had these awful, oh no, it's not a final tip. Oh my gosh, I have a couple more. These are awful bingo chips. Now, I'm an activity director, so I always have bingo, but I don't like to use the red and the bingo chips in my projects anymore. But I thought, well, why not put some Glimmer mist on them and make them look really rusticy so it's not quite so obvious anymore that it's this bright bingo chip. And I put the Glimmer mist on it and dried it immediately. So it was sitting on top, and then very carefully took a small brush with some matte medium and just kind of bounced on it like this, and then it will stay there, and you can have a protected Glimmer mist on there so it doesn't come off if you're using anything else around it. So I made a couple of these. This was really fun to use the brown Glimmer mist and make some kind of vintagey, dirty looking bingo chips. And then I pulled out these metal tabs. I don't know if I ever used them because I love them, but I never wanted to use them because I do want to run out. But I sprayed, it's metal. Look at that. And I sprayed the Glimmer mist on the metal. I used teal and a brown to kind of give it that rusticy look. So you can spray your Glimmer mist on metal, dry it really fast so it stays in place and doesn't evaporate too quickly so you get the color. And the good thing is don't touch it because it'll be hot. I learned that this morning too. All right, so you can spray on metal, you can spray on fabric, you can spray on pretty much everything. I also have this ribbon, this plain ribbon. It's got some words on one side, it's plain on the other. And I wanted some orange ribbon. I didn't have any, so I took my apricot or orange Glimmer mist. Look at all those swirlies in there, isn't that awesome? And spray 1 or 2 sprays, and now I have orange ribbon. Like so, very easy. I mean, that's great. But then you, whoops. Hi guys, I'm gonna move the camera on you. So you can take all the stuff that we created today and even make a really easy journal page.